Pearl had some really buck wild ass crazy moments. X had some buck wild ass crazy moments. And here, not so much. Alright, y'all, Mia Goth returns as the character of MaXXXine in the final of the Ty West X trilogy, MaXXXine. So y'all, I have a funny relationship with this franchise because I saw X and I did not like it. As a matter of fact, I had to go back and rewatch it today to get ready for MaXXXine and to give it another chance because I did really shit on the movie, but people seem to have liked it. And I did really like Pearl. It was one of my favorites of that year. So I said, let me give X another chance before I go check out MaXXXine. And I still am not crazy about the movie, but I have a new appreciation for it because of my love for Pearl. You know what I mean? So coming into MaXXXine, I did have some higher hopes. I was expecting some craziness, some of the classic A24 madness that comes with that name. And what I will say about MaXXXine is that the beginning of it, like the first act, really gripped me. I said, okay, this is faster paced than both movies. This is going at a really fast pace. They're throwing a whole bunch of 80s Easter eggs, which I'm a sucker for. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. So the beginning, I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm hooked. Let's go. And it sets the tone really early for how crazy shit is supposed to get. All right, there's a scene, well, I like to call the Nutcracker scene, and I'm like, okay, this is what we're in store for. Okay, let's go. And then somewhere along the way, the movie loses momentum, and it becomes this murder mystery type deal, which is still what was cool, but I'm like, okay, in the final film of a trilogy like this, I was expecting like just, I don't know, man. I was expecting some macabre, you know what I mean? If I'm saying that word right. So X, okay, I can say what I want about X, but the one thing I will give it credit for is that it did have some creative kills. It has some brutal kills that I will never forget, but the problem with X was that where the kills was coming from. There's no way I believed that this, even though it was played by Mia Goth in prosthetics and stuff, but still, this is supposed to be an 80-year-old plus person committing these murders, right? Okay, this bitch is the same age as Joe Biden. All right, can you see Joe Biden pushing a grown-ass woman into a lake with a damn alligator? Can you see Joe Biden having the strength and the aim to take a fucking pitchfork and put that shit through somebody's eye? The motherfucker can barely walk, okay? That's this bitch. You see what happened? I'm spoiling X. I don't care. The movie's a few years old. If you haven't seen it, that's your problem. But it also contained one of the funniest scenes where old Pearl had the shotgun, blasted that shit, and it fucking threw her through the damn door and broke her hip. That was the most realistic shit in the whole movie. So I'm like, there's no way that this geriatric old lady can off these niggas like this, man. I wasn't buying it, but I will say the kills were very creative, and I never forgot them. Even though I only saw it once, I saw it today for the second time, but I'll never forget them. There's only like maybe 2 murders in MaXXXine that I'll remember. You know what I'm saying? So after that first act, it seemed like the movie really dialed it down a lot. It really focused more on MaXXXine becoming an actor than like this whole murder mystery. Okay, who's this Night Stalker character and all that. Well, not so much a Night Stalker, because the Night Stalker was a real thing, but there was another character that was like stalking her. So it was like some Scooby-Doo shit, you know what I mean? Hey yo, shame on me. How can I forget to mention Kevin Bacon? Yes, Kevin Bacon is in this movie and he steals the damn show. He was the highlight of this film. I was laughing every time he was on screen, man. Yeah, Kevin Bacon was the MVP of this film. My bad, y'all. And by the end, even though the climax was still entertaining, you know, there was a nice shootout and everything, and the movie did wrap up the trilogy with a nice little bow on top, but still, I felt like for the last movie of a trilogy like this, I just expected more of a bite, you know what I'm saying? I expected to walk out of this and just feeling like, damn, like that's how you fucking close a trilogy, like that's how you do it. and I feel like it just kind of fell short of that. But still, I thought it was entertaining. You know, like I said, it takes place in the 80s, so the 80s Easter eggs are endless, and the attention to detail that they pay on the 80s, where like something as simple as old school McDonald's packaging, the way the video stores used to be, like I could smell. I'm looking at the screen, I could still smell the VHS tapes. You know what I mean? So in a lot of ways, this film did take me back. But I felt a little underwhelmed at the end. I just felt like it didn't really go all the way there like I thought it was, you know, because Pearl had some really buck wild ass crazy moments. X had some buck wild ass crazy moments, and here not so much. But I still dug it though. Okay, so don't give me that he didn't dig it face. I still dug it, but I think it's probably I still would put Pearl number one. I think MaXXXine is a better movie than X. But X was more of a horror movie. This didn't feel like it was a horror movie. This felt more like I don't know what kind of movie this felt like. It just felt like a thriller that would be on Netflix probably. It didn't really feel like a horror movie. But shout out to Mia Goth though. She's a rock star. She did her thing here. You know, I'm crushing on Mia Goth, and like I think she's sexy in a psychotic, sleazy way. You know, there's just something kind of just sleazy about her that just turns me on. I don't know, man. I just, you know, I got a thing for Mia Goth, man, and she kills it here in her performance and her looks. You know, so I think she's even though she got no eyebrows, man, but I don't give a fuck. You know, so yeah, look, when the lights go out, you don't see the eyebrows. You know what I mean? So yo, wrapping this up, yeah, I give MaXXXine, I'll give this movie, I'll give it a B. I thought it was, you know, I thought it was decent, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the way I talk about it, you'd think I would give it a lower grade, but I'll give it a B because there was some enjoyment. I just didn't like it as much as Pearl. In some ways, I didn't like it as much as X either. But still more believable than X. Come on, man. I don't listen. Okay, I dare anybody that loves the movie X to explain to me how that 80-something-year-old woman can do more damage to a motherfucker than a President Joe Biden. All right, come on, y'all. Y'all miss me with that shit. So anyways, what y'all think about the movie? Comment fully below. Let me know what you thought. If you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See y'all in the next video.